Hey, what's going on? Hope you're having an amazing day. I'm Coach Manny Rodriguez. I get the pleasure of talking to you this evening. I'm going to share some stuff, social media wise, networking wise, basically kind of updating you on things. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Let me let me take those off. I'm Coach Manny Rodriguez, the founder of the social media and networking group where we network, we learn social media, and we take action as a group. And that is exactly how the social media networking show was born. I love educating people on social media. I love coaching people to get results using social media. So, what does social media and networking have to do with one another? Well, personal testimony, it's helped me grow my business. It's helped me get to a whole nother level in life. Here's what I'm referring to. When I started networking, it opened up so many more doors. And when I'm talking about networking, I'm talking about business networking. I'm not talking about computer networking. I'm talking about going to meetings and meeting other business people, entrepreneurs, small business owners, even people who work for other people who are there to network and learn and grow. So I wanted to share that with you, and I hope you get some value from this. And let me just be forthcoming right from the get, okay? Learning how to use a software, using the software, I'm streaming to Facebook and I'm streaming to YouTube. And right away, I noticed that my YouTube video is unlisted. So I'm going to tell you right up front, I'm going to make mistakes. I can live with that. That's part of growing. But I am also going to tell you this is that this show will get better every week. We'll have different guests on that's going to talk about either social media or networking, but they're going to be on to educate, to help you grow, whether you're using social media for your business or you're using networking to grow your business. This is the show for you. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do is I want to share some updates with you, okay? Because as you know, social media is a big part. We have a group called the SMN, the Social Media Networking Group. We meet every single Thursday morning. Right now we're virtually. And so I'm always educating on social media and we network together. So part of what I want to do is I want to keep you updated on social media things that are going on, whether it's updates to a platform, whether it's things you should know about. I just want to share with you exactly how those things are working out there so that you know exactly what you need to stay on top of. Okay? So, first thing I want to talk about is, did you see that Instagram Reels has launched? What's Instagram Reels? Basically, it's Instagram's version of TikTok. Here's the thing. Most of how TikTok has grown and created such where it's like one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing platforms out there, most popular ones, most trending ones. Here's a lot of Instagram's growth. They have copied other people's things. Instagram stories. Where do you think they got that from? Right? Snapchat. So think about that. Reels is their version of TikTok. Okay? TikTok's been in the news. I'm going to talk about TikTok a little bit. But if you stop and you think about it, TikTok was getting so popular because of the entertainment, right? Just like you should be doing in your business as you're educating people, you should definitely be entertaining. This is why I'm not just coming in front of you and sharing. I'm trying to be a little creative to help keep you interested, right? My portion of entertainment in something that I'm passionate about doing. TikTok is it's all entertainment, funny, laughter, creative. It's amazing how creative some people can be. right? So, should you pay attention? Well, right now I don't know what's going on with TikTok themselves, and they're obviously in the news because Donald Trump said he would approve something, right? So, I'm in the US, so this is a big deal for me, of course. But here's the truth. Instagram Reels, should you be paying attention? Yes. If you actually look at Instagram Reels right now, you'll notice most of it looks just like the TikTok videos. Like they just took them off of TikTok and put them over here. And over the last week, people have been downloading their TikTok videos because they don't know what's going to happen. They don't know if they're going to lose all of their stuff, right? So they're just downloading, saving all of their stuff the best that they can. So Instagram Reels is going to be relevant. Now, how relevant? I do think that determines how this deal works out for TikTok, right? So if this deal was to fall through and no one buys and it's, gone from, from the US faster than then guess what? Then Instagram Reels will go through the roof much more faster, but Instagram already has an audience, right? They already have an audience. So this makes sense. Again, Instagram paying attention to what's going on around them, right? What's their competition doing? Facebook once offered Snapchat, I don't know how many billions, 2 billion, I don't know. I don't know the number off the top of my head. But they offered them a lot of money. Snapchat said no, right? What did they do? They bought Instagram and they went and, now they have the same thing, or, Snapchat still seems to have a little bit difference because Snap, the parent company behind it, they're doing creative things with like eyewear, virtual reality stuff. So they are trying to have their own little niche, but like these Instagram stories straight off of, Snapchat. So you should pay attention to Reels. It's a part of Instagram. If you're already using Instagram, then you should definitely be using Reels, okay? So that's the first update, Instagram Reels. That was about August that they launched that. So Twitter has been in the news a little bit. They're always in the news because, our president loves tweeting on there. But now they're offering, or soon to offer, where you're able to use video talking to direct message people. So when you tweet, you already can attach an audio to that. You can already attach a little audio that lets people hear you with that. Now, maybe not everyone has that feature actually, but soon you'll be able to send audio DMs, direct messages, like Facebook Messenger. With Facebook Messenger, you can literally hit the microphone and leave a message. Well, before you know it, right now, testing phase, that's exactly what Twitter's doing, where you can send an audio through your direct message, okay? So that's another update if you're a Twitter user. Now, I could talk all different things that go on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, but what my purpose is, I want to share things that can be relevant to you, things you may not know, okay? So that's one of the things I wanted to make sure that you're on the same page for. And let me get this one screen ready because I am going to be sharing you my screen. Let's see, this is 1, 2. Okay. Let me bring up this. Which one would it be? We'll display 3 maybe. Let's see. Okay. So I just want to have that up there. Let's see if I change that. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to be using that here in a second to show you guys something. I wanted to make sure I was ready for it. So, they're always in the news, especially if Donald Trump, the U.S. president, is going to be talking about it. They're always in the news because of this data stuff. Data breach, China data, you get the idea. I'm sure that this is not news to you. But one of the things that I even deleted the TikTok app off of my phone. I don't really worry about things I don't care. I mean, I care if my phone was to get hacked and things like that. But what I am trying not to do is have an app on there that is can complete if they're getting banned for reasons, I'm going to be a skeptic about it, right? So there must be something there that I don't understand. So I deleted the app off of my phone. It's probably been a couple months ago, and to be honest with you, it's an addictive app. If you've not been on TikTok, go check it out. If you have been on TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. It could pull you in with those creators. They are so creative on what they do. Yeah, and that's exactly how. That's one of the big reasons why I appreciate them, right? You want to be creative. You want to laugh. You want to share. You want to hear. You want to learn. You want to find other ways to have human connections, right? TikTok actually brings this. I cannot tell you how many times I was watching a TikTok video and had this feeling like, how super cool this family's doing this. How super cool that, a senior citizen was getting out there and just having so much fun on this. I thought there was so many touching moments with TikTok, but this data stuff did get to me. So that's the truth on that. And with that being said, TikTok is in the news again. Okay? Why are they in the news again? Well, this week, Donald Trump mentioned, well, number one, it was already up in the air whether it was going to be gone. I think they even gave it till Sunday. If something didn't happen by yesterday, they were going to be banned or something. I'd have to go and double check. So I'm giving you I know I'm accurate on what I'm sharing. I just don't know exactly what. Like, was he going to ban it? Was he going to get rid of it? It was going to be something bad that everyone was going to probably be deleting it right away. So then it was announced that Oracle and Walmart received some approval to acquire like 20% of TikTok. So it's still going. What does this actually mean, though? Okay, so if our fear was data breach, they have your information. Do you know what Oracle does? Right? Do you know what Oracle does? They're all about data and gathering data. They're a data software company, right? They offer data services. So, do you get this? They're going to be collecting data. And from what it looks like, one of the owners is a big contributor. One of the Oracle owners is a big contributor to Donald Trump. So go figure how that works. Again, I don't know politics. I'm not going to act like I know politics. I don't want to even talk politics. But think about that for a second. So it looks like it's a good deal. I am a Walmart fan. I think their prices are great. They give an easy opportunity because they're everywhere. So did Walmart stocks rise? I don't know. They probably jumped. I don't know. I haven't checked that part to really give that, so I'm not going to ask that. If you know, just comment below what it is that you can share that's accurate. But now that we know that TikTok is probably going to stay relevant, do you think that momentum will change? I don't think that momentum is going to change. My question, though, is how come Musical.ly didn't last? I remember Musical.ly. I thought it was gaining a little momentum, and I could even remember putting a video up when I was sitting around with some friends, and I was like, they wanted to have some fun with it, so we put a Musical.ly video up, and then TikTok bought them or something. So TikTok is owned by ByteDance. ByteDance is a China company. Now, with that being said, I'm sure that's why we had so many problems here with the data, because obviously China can know exactly what we're doing. But again, I don't understand the ins and outs, and I'm not going to try to understand. But this is probably something we should be aware of, don't you think? So, it is what it is. Okay? So, are you on TikTok? If you're on TikTok, leave a comment below. Let me know. Let me know and let me know your handle. Because if they are going to square this away, I definitely want to be on TikTok, and I might even actually put up some videos and actually gain. Because that thing is definitely gaining momentum. Okay? And guess what? When there's momentum and there's a lot of people and your people are there, you know, the people that you're trying to be in front of for your business, guess what? You should be on there too, right? So depending on who you're catering to and who you're serving, your audience is most likely there. And why not be ahead of the pack before everyone gets on it and then you're behind on the pack? So think about that. So Facebook updates. Some of you probably heard this. Their terms of service, their TOS, is going to be changing. That's right. Facebook's TOS is going to be changing. What does that mean for you? Well, it depends. Do you put up videos that have music in it? Well, yeah, they're letting you know they're not responsible and they're coming directly to you. Don't try to hold Facebook responsible, basically. Another thing that you got to be careful for is they're going to be policing your voice a little more. If you're someone who does not want your voice to be policed, well, get ready to probably be upset because they're going to be watching what you're saying. They're going to be filtering it out more, and basically, I don't really know their ultimate agenda behind it. I don't know if their agenda is to have more safe space for people's mental space, because truth is, if you just let all this junk in, that friggin' hurts. It hurts and it brings you down and it doesn't do good for you. With that being said, my whole point behind that is if you want to have a voice, because technically speaking, you should have a voice. That's up to you. Facebook may upset you a little more. I can tell you there are some shows, you're probably familiar with the Mark K show. That's a show that's going to be more filtered and you know, he's trying to keep that alive and not be taken away. So there's different things that you have to be careful for, and it's all based on your voice. What is it that you're talking about? What is it that you're saying? Are you talking politics? Now, if you're in business and you talk politics, you're pretty much probably eliminating half your audience. If you don't care, then great. That you do you, right? If you are someone that polices your own voice and you don't want to be isolating so many, then you don't really have to worry, but you do have to worry about the music that you put up, the audio that you use. So I could literally be at an event, you know, and a car go booming by with some loud music that is very clear on my video, right? Right away, that's going to be on lockdown. And it's going to probably be worse come October 1st. I was at the St. Louis Zoo one time, and I was just trying to film the show, like how super cool is this? Not thinking about the music that went with the show. And I quickly got a notice that some of this music may be copyright. Yep, they're right. I didn't mean to do that. And here's the truth. Put in that disclaimer that this music doesn't belong to you doesn't help you one bit. Okay? So you can keep putting it on, but it ain't going to prevent you from being sued if you were to use it in a manner that you shouldn't be using it. You know, and sometimes even YouTube will tell you don't have rights to music that they say is royalty free. So sometimes you just got to keep being careful, you know, with the music that you're playing, with the music that you're choosing. There's some great places to get music out there, you know, but these are some updates that you should be aware of. Let's make sure that I'm covering. Oh, I did forget when I was, I haven't even hit on this yet, have I? I'll get back to it. Yes, I did hit on Twitter. Okay, since I hit on Twitter, I'm gonna go back to Twitter real quick, because this is why it's good to have notes. That way you can stay with what you wanted to share, and at the end you're not like, man, I forgot to say this, I forgot to say that. Notes, there's nothing wrong with notes, okay? So Twitter is testing an in-app verification, meaning that you can work on getting your little check blue badge pass, meaning you're an authentic account. So before you had to send out or do something like that, but now they're giving you the option, or they're rolling it out. It's still in the testing phase, but where inside the app you can click on the button to verify. Instagram just did this as well, in-app verification, where right from the app you can work on verifying who you are. Facebook, I used to be a verified account, and then now I got to regrow it all for their liking, right? Because they're looking for a certain audience, engagement, popularity to get your verification. I should try it again though soon because it has been a while. But those are a couple Twitter updates. So back to Facebook, I wanted to make sure I hit on some of this stuff. So Facebook, their groups, very popular, right? Very popular. Here's the thing about Facebook groups. Facebook wants your groups to be about community. If it's one thing I'm always saying, that if you're leading a business, right? You're in a business, you're wanting to grow a business, your brand, a brand, whatever it is, right? You should be part of a movement. You should be leading a movement. The movement to help people solve the problems that you help solve. Okay? Because you should be in a business where you are a solution to someone's problem. I don't know. I don't go to Walmart to buy food just for fun of it, right? It's a solution to my problem. I need food, right? So when you're going to make your purchases or the stuff that you're into, there's a reason that you're into it. Now, sometimes, obviously, you just like shopping, right? Sometimes you just like to shop for clothes even when you don't need clothes. You like to shop for shoes even when you don't need shoes, right? Those are not needs. Those are just things you love, right? So, but when it comes to Facebook groups, Facebook's all about community. They want you to build a tribe. They want you to be a leader of something. So Facebook is watching that your groups are not being dead. I got notification about a group I was a part of, okay? And I got notification. I should have screenshotted it. Again, every week I'm going to get better at this. I'll have a lot more images because I'm learning, right? And got to kick the first one off just to learn. But I got a notification that gave me the option to be an admin of a group that they were going to close down. Okay? Facebook is looking to clean up groups. If you are not having engagement, right? That's not a good sign. So even if you do a lot of direct sale groups, not direct sale groups, but like, I forget what they're called, like, it's slipping my mind, but, so syndication groups, or groups that say, do a ladder, everyone go like, and then we'll all go like yours, those type of groups. When you get people that say done, like, okay, I went and liked yours, done, letting them know, hey, I'm done, now go like mine, no good. Don't let your group do that. If you had that as a policy, as something that you did in your groups, don't do it anymore. Because here's why. That is looking like spam to the Facebook bots. So when they're doing their research to see, is there a lot of done, you're not using this platform correctly. So Facebook is cleaning up their groups. Again, they're all about community. They want you to feel like you're there with family. Seriously. But for business, make it about your movement. Make it about the movement that you're helping people. That's still community, right? You're the leader of this community. So I highly recommend that you pay attention to that, okay? So this is so cool, so key when you're thinking about Facebook groups. Let's make sure I'm hitting on everything. Let's see here. What other Facebook? Did I talk about that? Talked about that? Okay. Oh, the business suite. Have you guys heard about Facebook's business suite? Now, technically, it's basically the same as their business, the back page. I'm forgetting what it's called right now. Let's see. Let me write that down before I forget. So, whatever. But the business suites is just like it's operating as your desktop, your Facebook Creator Studio. Now, the Facebook Creator Studio, I highly recommend that's where you spend a lot of time. Okay, because you're going to have your Facebook Creator Studio where you can even schedule your posts. And you can post to stories from there. So with Instagram, you can only go to Instagram to post your stories, or you can only go to Instagram to post using the app to post on there. With the Creator Studio, you can go and use your desktop. If you go to Instagram.com, you can't post content on there using your laptop or desktop. But if you're in the Facebook Creator Studio, you can schedule out the posts, you can post to your stories, you can post. It makes it so much easier. Your business suite has a little of everything. It's just like it sounds. It's your suite, like G Suite for Google. It's business suite, but it's Facebook business suite. Here's Facebook's goal. And I'll elaborate more on Facebook Suite. It's something new that they're just rolling out. So nothing big there that you need to know like right away, because I'll definitely be hitting on it some more. But what the business suite is doing is like it's more like they're renaming apps and putting it in your business suite, basically. Just like Google did with Google Meet. It was Hangouts, right? Now it's Google Meet, and it's a part of your G Suite, right? So, Facebook's goal is to keep you on Facebook. Period. Period. Remember that, okay? So, if I'm forgetting anything, I'll make sure I hit on it next week. I'm trying to keep this. I was going to say 30 minutes, but something tells me I'm way past that. Let's see where I'm at. I am past 32 minutes. So, my goal was no longer than 15 more minutes. So, 45 minutes. So, I want to share with you something. This is the portion of the Did You Know section. Okay? I want to share with you something you may or may not know. If you do know, great. Thank you. Happy that you do know. But I'm going to share it because a lot of people may not know this. Here's a tip. Okay, let me find my screen. Told myself to have this up, but I did not. So on Facebook, do you know what's saved? Let's make sure I have this. Saved posts are. A lot of people do not know that you can save posts so that you can view them later. Why does that matter? Well, one of the things that you want to do on your Facebook page or your Facebook or even you as a business, follow your competition. What are they doing? What are they doing? How are they creative? Okay? So sometimes, let me bring this up here. Okay? So, here is my Facebook page, right? So on my Facebook page, one of the things that I get a lot are sponsored ads. So I'm looking at a sponsored ad right now. This is not a message that is resonating with what I'm doing or who I'm trying to, be in front of. So it's not a message I want to save. But sometimes I'll come across things that I want to save to take a look at later. Maybe it's a great ad that resonates with what I do. Maybe it's someone's post that I want to share with my class and I don't want to forget. So you go up to, let's say this is the ad I want to, I'm going to come back to this later. You click on the 3 buttons here and you'll see save link. Why isn't it saying save? Okay, it goes to your saved items as well. So now it went to my saved items. Save to for later, where it'd only be for me. I could save it to business and finance. I can save it to science and tech. Now, those are defaulted by Facebook, right? I can add a new collection, ads to follow up on, right? And then I create it, and boom, it's saved there. Now, how do I go find this? And you'll see other ads I've saved. Click on your left right there. Scroll on down. Where am I saved? Hold on. Where is my save? This is the new Facebook, so maybe they moved it on me. It was over here, though. Interesting. There we go. I was going to say, saved. So this is the saved tab. These are what I have saved. Okay. Not too sure why I'm saving some of these sometimes. But these are all the things that I have saved so I can watch it later. And I do. I'm getting ready to do our virtual summit. We have a virtual summit coming up, and I want to look at what other people are doing for summits. I want to see their registration page. I want to see their landing page. I want to see how they're going about it, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'll save it for later. This was a great post by Aaron Parker. I shared it with our class, right? I shared it with some people that are in the same industry as he is. You know, another great post. This was an ad, right? So I was going back so that I could look at it at a later time for inspiration, to get ideas, or to share with other people that are in my class so they can get a better idea of what it is that I'm talking about. So using this saved feature is a great way to stay on top of things so that you can go back to it later. You know, if you're looking for inspiration on a post, if you're looking for something you don't want to forget, if you're looking for inspiration on a Facebook ad that works, right? So the people are always wondering, like, how do I do an ad if I'm in direct sales? Well, guess what? This Aaron Parker, and this was an ad that came on my timeline. So I saved it so I can share with other people, you know, and it's got a lot of engagement. So as a success, like, hey, you can be in direct sales and have successful ads, and this is an example, right? So that is how you use saved posts. Great. Next up, real talk. This is where I'm going to just be real with you, and I want to share from personal experience. When you choose to do social media and to learn it on your own, you have to be ready to take action. You have to be ready to drop the ball. You have to be ready to mess up. But you also have to be ready to get back up. And here's why I shared this. Here's why I share this personal testimony. There have been so many times that I've had to, I won't say so many times, but my very first full-time job in college, right? I was in college. I was a dad at 16 years old, right? So I had child support pretty young. So for myself, in college, I went to college for a while, right? And longer than 4 years, let's say. But I got my first full-time job while I was still in college. And that was my first experience. It was in retail. That was my first experience with, I don't want to work for myself for the rest of my life. And every year I set goals. And every year I failed to achieve those goals. But every year I learned from those goals that I set and did not reach, and why I did not reach them. Understanding me, understanding what I was shooting for, you know, the ups and downs, the learnings, the letting other people down, you know, the being human, basically, right? You know, but here's the real truth. You only fail when you quit. And that was the one thing that I never stopped believing in who I was and what I was capable of doing. And here is the truth. You have to think the same way when it comes to your social media marketing, when it comes to networking. Okay? You have to ask yourself what it is that you want. And you have to take daily action. I do not know the last time I literally have had a day off to just do nothing and then unwind. I take that back. My anniversary weekend, I did take some, we did have, that was my last decompress. That was June 9th weekend. And, you know, if you don't take the time to do it and take steps and be accountable to yourself, sure, everyone needs a coach. That's why I love being a coach. And even as a coach, I have a coach. Everyone needs a coach. Everyone needs accountability because as humans, it's so easy. For example, this show. I meant to launch this thing 2 to 3 weeks ago, right? But did I just not do it? No, I just felt I wasn't ready. You know, blah, 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 baloney, right? Today, I still feel like I'm not ready, but I wasn't going to let it go off another week. This is episode 1 of the SMN show, coming at you straight from my virtual studio at home. And truth is, you have to take action. Or you can hire it out and let someone else do it for you. But you have to show up. If you truly want social media to work, you have to show up. If you want networking to work, you have to show up. Because no one's going to do it for you. And if you are in a certain rut or situation or part of your life you're not particularly proud of, guess what? Tomorrow's a new day. You get to do something about it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's my question to you. So, with that being said, I want to leave you with this networking tip. So, the networking tip that I want to share, and here's the thing, I love networking. But one of the biggest things that I've learned about networking, when I'm going out there and I'm meeting people, learning people, you know, talking to people, building relationships, the one thing I have learned from day one that I have stuck with, it's not about me. It's not about me. I cannot be this guy. I cannot be this guy. I cannot be the shark. I cannot be the shark that is just looking for food. Where's my food? Where's my food? I cannot be that, right? When you go to networking, you're going to network with other people. It's about others that you can help. Okay? It will come back to you. Now, do you want to spend a lot of time in ways that's not productive for your business? No. But understand you're not going to network with the sole intention that, who can I eat? Who's my next victim? Where's my food coming from? No, go there. Who can I help? How can I get in front of people by helping more people? If you're moving furniture and I'm available, I want to help you move. If you need anything that I can help educate you on and you've not taken up a bunch of my time, I want to help you. I want to help you get started. Okay? Go out there and help others get started. How can you help someone get forward? How can you help someone move ahead? How can you be in front of other people? It will come back to you. It may not come back to you directly, but indirectly, I promise you, it will come back. And here's how it won't come back. Out of sight, out of mind. If you don't stay in front of people when you're networking, they'll just remember you as that person. Who is that person? I literally had that moment this week. Who was that person that used to come a lot? I don't remember who I was talking about, But I had that moment, I could not remember the name. Oh, that's right. Someone reminded me. Like, oh my, that's right. That's the name. I thought that sounded familiar. Right? Out of sight, out of mind. When you start networking, go and help other people. Be in front of other people. They will listen to you in your infomercials. They will listen to you when they ask you questions. But go. When you're sitting with people, ask them questions. Get them. Let them talk. Because if you're the one talking the most, you're in control of the conversation, and that's not a good thing. The best way to control a conversation is by asking questions. Then you're really in control of that conversation. Make it about them. Okay? And one more thing. Our SMNG group. We have a group we meet every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we network, we learn social media, and we take action as a group. If this sounds like something that you want to check out, you can visit the group virtually twice. Check it out. Make sure it fits you. This month, we're learning on Canva. Yep, we are learning on Canva, and you're welcome to come join us. Right? Now, this is the last day on Thursday because it's the end of the month, so maybe next week is better to start with our fresh subject. I let the members vote. We got about 30 members in the group, and I let them vote on what they want to learn because we have the training. It stays up there, so even if they can't make it to the meeting, they can come check it out afterwards. So, I'm Coach Manny Rodriguez. If you do want to check that out, you're more than welcome to visit anytime virtually and check it out. You can check it out at the smngroup.us. That's smngroup.us. Just like the name of the show, SMN. Right? Group.us. Get more information there. Right now, we have a very special monthly rate at $25 a month. And that's not going to stay there. While we do an overhaul and rebrand it, we have a whole back office with so much training. That way the members can go at their pace. We're having a 30-day where you have an accelerated program for yourself. So we want to help you get results. Right now, $25 a month to come network, learn social media, and take action as a group. How's Canva related to social media? Well, if you're looking to grow your brand and build that brand identity, Canva helps you do that. Amazing graphic design tool for free. You should check it out if you don't already know. I'm Coach Manny Rodriguez. I hope you got some value from today's show. If you have a networking tip, leave it below. Maybe you'll be on our show next time.